Assalamualaikum Gambia Islamic Center ñu wax boo xamante ne American Embassy ñoo ko sponsor ñu ñëw nag seetaan si lu fiy xew ñu am fii suma ma jox ko suma naataan mu wax leen moo about.
Alright, good morning to you all. This is Marietta Sar from the Gambian Talent Promotion. We're here at Inside Training Center, which is located at Sinchu Alaji. Today there is a graduation ceremony here. There are media personnel that were selected from various media houses that are going to be trained here today. So there are 17 in number, and then this was done by the U.S. Embassy, and then we are so grateful for the fact that they took up this opportunity, they took up this by themselves, and then gave this young media personnel the chance to be trained at Inside Training Center. All right, I'll give it to my brother Yusufa.
Baraka wake Marietta Sare yo mbadi no ngal konton bire mande kana na kamoy lalbe ngalale Sinchu Sare ko no jang ngal konton Gambian Talents Promotion la live coverage la jang bem graduation lo be jambe yalon kam ken don deng de katun talebo le be karankanya be yalon ko le be graduate ka journalism student no lo manay ka folle ko kibar jengennal mo tani war wala andon karangani meya sementu ya wala ka sponsor wala US Embassy wakata putu men ka ko mata ba ka katun ay no gondi mulula jamal la kany men ko do nata siya bakel yo bar jenen ka programme ko no mbadi la ngap ñewa fana sa ko ni suba kamera
mbokay comme nuko gaay waxe ñuko gisandor ñu ngi fi Inside Training Center ci digi xol Sinchu Alaji legi ñu ngi ni dem ci biir pour wax leen xew ci biir parce que American Embassy def leen fi li nga xamantene ni ma sha Allah doolal leen suñu ndaw yi defal leen lu baax ba pare ñu leen fayal jox leen everything you need pour just for an education for an education pursue journalism mooy li nga xamantene ni ñoy comme ni ngeen ko gisee ni graduates yaa ngi te ñu fi am juróom-ñaari graduates ñu xamante ne ni fukk ak juróom-ñaari yi ndaw yi nga xamante ne war a graduate si taskatu xibaar yi te ñu ngi jëlee si different media houses si different rajo different news and other stuff overwhelmed by trust and confidence best proved on me by the chairman of the Board of Directors of Inside Training Center to deliver the welcoming statement on his behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to this very important occasion that marks the 18th graduation ceremony and for the short-term media training for young journalists sponsored by the U.S. Embassy and the officials opening of Sinchu Multipurpose Storage Building, sponsored by MRC Ola Foundation. Gentlemen, whilst I commend Inside Training Secretary, staff and its board members for having the interest of our young people and young journalists and the Gambian people at heart. I also want to implore and prepare on the relevant authorities, be it the U.S. Embassy and MRC Holland Foundation, the Board of Directors, to a job well done. I cannot conclude without thanking the trainers or the lecturers who spend their time to see that these young people receive the training as expected without any delay. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, I want to urge these young journalists to make best use of their training so as to make and give right and truthful report that may come or happen whilst in the field. So on that note, on behalf of the chairman of the Board of Directors of Inside Training Center, and on my own behalf, once again, I welcome all of you to this special occasion. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, representative of the chairman of the Board of Directors. And now we move on to the head of the School of Journalism for an overview of the media training project. Mr. Jama.
I think I prefer standing. Good morning, everybody. I want to say congratulations to you. You have passed our expectations. Really, when we started this project, we also have our own expectations. But I have to say this, both the lecturers and the students have done extremely well. I must say congratulations. To the teachers, the lecturers I mean, I have to say also congratulations. It was a challenge. We have to package the training to suit your needs. But it was not so difficult, simply because we are the inheritors of a great stream of education. This syllabus we went through, we inherited as a result of a training media foundation from London. They were brought to the Gambia to study the training need assessment of this country. The training also had a component to train trainers, and it led to the establishment of META, Media Training Association of the Gambia. Of course, today, most of those trainers, those graduates, have left the country. For very good reason, they fled. I think only 3 of us are still around among those trainers. Ladies and gentlemen, the training you went through didn't come off the cuff. It was deliberately planned. We brought these trainers from London to study the media in the Gambia, to do an assessment. After they have gone through the assessment, the recommendation and the syllabus that you've gone through were the result of that great investigation. I must say congratulations. Every time we test or train you or train new cadre of journalists, we fine-tune it also. Let me also tell you, training is a two-way product. It's a two-way traffic. The more we train you, the more we train ourselves to be able to deliver to your needs. As I said, the syllabus that you went through was not textured out of the cuff. It was textured to the needs of the Gambia. It was done after a training need assessment by Eddie Bissell from the Training London International. Of course, we have to fine-tune it. We have to upgrade it on a regular basis to make it relevant. And today gladly you are also a product of that training cycle. Many of my colleagues who were trained and who were part of META, the Media Training Association, fled. 2 came, but they have left again. So we hope that eventually they will come back and join us so that we can have a training that suits our needs. What we have to say is this. This training is specifically tailored to the training needs of the media in this country. The Media Training Association were trained to be able to deliver effectively, and most effectively too, and that's what they did. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the components of this module is English for journalists and writers. After a training need assessment conducted by Eddie Bissell and our London colleagues, They discovered, just as the Minister of Education discovered, that the Gambia is weak in English and mathematics. So the special English component that you went through, English for journalists and writers, is a result of that investigation, and hence is very beneficial to all of you. I must say congratulations once again to you. Why? Because the more we test you, the more we test our product for delivery. When you came in, as every time we get new students, it becomes a challenge. A challenge to you people, but also a challenge to ourselves. Our promise is always the same. It's been so in the past. It will also remain so. We'll do everything possible to deliver the best, and you will get the best. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say is this. The test will come in the field. We did not train you to go home and ditch your books or your papers. The training has started. And for you, journalists, education is a perpetual institution for you. You are all perpetual students. If you want to be a journalist, I don't mean join the list, I mean journalist. You have to become a perpetual student. You must be interested in everything around you. You must be alive to issues, both at home and abroad. The unfortunate thing today is our educational system. Our educational system is crafted to deliver what? To deliver you on textbooks, on examinations, nothing else. Also these examination questions and so forth, the rest is just gray area. So when you come to our school, to our system, we have a school and inside training center, we begin anew the renovation necessary to make you all good journalists. Remember, you are either a good journalist or you are a journalist. Today, there are still, after all our efforts, we have still few good journalists. Remember, it's a lifetime occupation. It's a lifetime occupation. And not only that, it's not a paying proposition, as most of you think. Most of the journalists are not driving cars. But it's a dedication. It's a profession that needs dedication. If you need money, journalism is not the profession to make money. But I can assure you, there are also wonderful moments in the profession, and you will find it. And you will find it by yourself. Nobody is going to lead you, you will lead yourself at the right moment. There are moments you enjoy. You travel all over the world. Most of us travel 32 countries, 42 countries in our lifetime as journalists. So that's one of the, what I get dry moments in the profession. Otherwise, it's a dry profession. You have to be dedicated to informing and educating the public. That's your number one. Informing and educating the public. Sometimes you think it's a thankless job. It is not. What you are doing is a process of empowerment, empowering the people. Education, like journalism, is nothing but a process of empowerment. So, most of you who have gone through this syllabus, let me tell you, that's the beginning of a long journey. A long journey. And we hope that we will be by your side. We'll be launching also short-term courses to ensure that the cadre we need in the profession is maintained. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to also thank my able colleagues. Without them, this project would not have been a success. I would also want to thank the American Embassy. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. In fact, the training need assessment of this country was funded jointly by the British High Commissioner and the American Embassy. That brought Eddie Bissell and his team from London. So they have been with us a long time. They helped us also to launch the training cycle that was begun in 1997. Unfortunately, it was interrupted after the coup. But we are now also relinking the threads, and hopefully we are almost there now. We have got also a university. I have to say this. The university was my first, it was the UNESCO Media Training Center, which I headed, which was co-opted as part of the journalism training program at the university. Great. So we are galloping ahead. The media industry is changing, and you are going to be part of the captain of the industries. But you have to be trained, and the training has started. But one thing I want to say, it's a lifetime profession. If you want to be ahead of the people, to inform and to educate, you yourself must be well informed and well educated. That means you have to be abreast of things and development. You must be ahead of the pack. Otherwise, you will lead from behind. If you want to lead from front, you have to be at least a step or two ahead of the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity once more to address myself to you people, the graduating journalists. It's a long road. But one thing you can do, and I can assure you will never regret, is to invest a little on self-improvement. Self-improvement. Today is not very difficult. Come to the internet. You can browse. You can go to the internet. There are over 18 million books dumped on the internet. You can read and read. Today we say you browse and browse. So you have to read. There is no way out. There is no way of escaping. Since you have chosen this path to inform and educate the people, you must always be ahead of the people. It's a challenge, personal, as well as political. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jalo. And let me also reiterate that Mr. Jalo must have oversighted that piece of, well, that feat that was achieved by the students, because I would just want to vouch on behalf of the students that they have been able to surmount some of the things that we did not expect them, especially in doing a documentary within a matter of 3 weeks. In my profession as a journalist, having worked in this profession for the past 27 years or so, it has always been a gigantic task to produce a documentary. And even the established news organizations like the British Broadcasting Corporation, CNN, and other big organizations, to produce a documentary normally takes about between 3 minimum or up to 6 months to produce a documentary. But this group of young journalists have been within the period of 3 weeks been able to produce a documentary on illegal migration titled The Blind Journey, which was broadcast on some of their networks. And most of the time, on certain occasions, we actually listen to those programs aired on some of the networks in the country. They have also been able to produce a newspaper to the far left, as you can see, which you will see later on. So I, once again, would like to commend most of them, because some of them are not even real broadcasters. Some of them work as marketing staff, others do other things. But then they were able to grasp the lectures and make good use of them. Having said that, congratulatory notes about the students, I would like to call upon Mrs. Sisay, the Managing Director of the Inside Training Center, who has been very pragmatic and made sure that the course went on very smoothly. Mrs. Sisay.
Chairman and members of the Board of Directors Inside Training Center, the representative of the U.S. Ambassador, the representative of the Minister of Information, the representative of the Minister of Higher Education, representative of the Minister of Youth and Sports, the representative of the Director General of Gambian Teaching Services, the representative of the Director General of Gambian Technical Training Institute, the representative of the CEO, National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, the Secretary General of the Gambia Press Union, all directors and deputy directors present from different departments, the academic board of Inside, invited guests, members of the media fraternity, my able staff, graduates, students, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocol respectfully observed. Today we are celebrating the first phase of the 3-year media training cycle launched in December 2016. This is a joyous occasion for us all, but also a moment of great reflection. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the graduates for successfully completing their course and implore on them to be good ambassadors of this institution. And please note, to be trained is one thing, but to make good use of your training is also another part. In August 1999, ITC owned and managed by Gambians was established. Over the 18 years, 3,275 students have graduated from Inside Training Center in different fields of studies,